Thumper's clearly gaining confidence, but perhaps at the cost of caution. Beaten and hungry, Thumper moves on. The carcass he tracks down the next day is more promising, with no other grizzlies in sight. His only competition is a black bear that he's nearly twice as large as. But what happens next is unheard of. The black bear not only stands up to Thumper, but chases him off. It seems as if losing the fight with the big male grizzly has wrecked his confidence. If Thumper is going to survive, he can't afford to be losing these battles, and if he is ever to fulfill his destiny of becoming a dominant grizzly, he'll eventually have to defeat another bear. Back at Yellowstone Lake, Mary and her cubs are experiencing another in a seemingly endless string of May snowstorms. The family is able to avoid some threats by living near a road, but they're missing out on the carcasses of elk and bison that wolves killed. This doesn't mean they don't eat meat, they just have to find smaller meals. Squirrels, voles, and mice provide the family with vital sources of protein. The twins will spend just over 2 years with their mother. During this time, they'll have to learn everything they'll one day need to survive on their own. Many of the foods they'll rely on are only edible or available for a short time, and often only in specific areas, and Mary will teach them where and when they can find these staples. The cubs' most important food remains their mother's rich milk, which has 4.5 times more fat and 17 times more protein than human milk.
Non basta per
Now 3 months old, Mary's cubs are steadily growing, and so far their mother's been able to protect them. But a perilous time of year has arrived. The grizzly's mating season stretches from late spring to early summer. Adult males are obsessively searching for females to mate with, many of whom initially aren't at all interested in their advances. But eventually, the females come into estrus and are receptive to the eager male. It was a year ago in a sheltered cove that Mary mated with her cub's father. After spending 2 weeks together, Mary went out of estrus and found herself held captive by the still enamored male. Her only way out was to meet force with force. While the mating season ensures the survival of the species, it is also the most dangerous time of the year for cubs. Mary won't mate again during the 2 years that she's raising her cubs. But a male bear that's been following the family knows he can bring her back into estrus by killing the cubs. And now he makes his move. But a cub's frightened cry puts Mary into action. And for now, she's able to chase him off. But he'll be back. Today, Thumper's nose has led him to the carcass of an elk that a pack of wolves killed last night. He must look carefully because the pack is more than one. Even less. He only has to confront one wolf. This is the fight Thumper can win. The wolf has no hope of beating Thumper in a fight, so its only hope is to intimidate the young bear. When that fails, he tries to get one final bite of meat. Victory will go a long way in turning Thumper's fortunes around. With no other grizzlies around, he'll finally have a chance to eat his fill. Unlike his encounter with the black bear, this time Thumper won a fight that he should have, and his confidence has returned at an ideal time. It's now early June, and elk throughout the ecosystem are giving birth. For grizzlies, this is a bountiful time of year. Thumper scouring the landscape, searching for and pouncing on the helpless calves. For the first few weeks of their lives, the calves are too slow to outrun predators. Their only defense is a near lack of scent that allows them to hide from predators. But the grizzly's extraordinary sense of smell allows them to track the calves down. For the next few weeks, Thumper will feast on the calves. Also hunting calves, and with 2 cubs to feed, she's persistent.